Power Yoga this morning. I'm Lindsay. So this morning we're not necessarily going to be leading up into any peak poses necessarily. We're just going to be doing a lot of flowing in and out of poses, and we're really going to be moving today. Lots of hip openers this morning, lots of balance this morning too, which I know all of you are probably groaning on the other end of the camera here when I say balance, but it's very, very important for us to always work our stability and balance, especially as we get older. So we're going to start this morning. If you have a second device, or maybe you're looking at this on your laptop, I added a music flow in the description, so you can kick on that music if you'd like while we're starting. We're going to start this morning in child's pose. So a couple different ways you can do child's pose. Remember, you can tuck those knees under the chest if you're feeling like you need a little bit more of a stretch in your low back. And then drawing those arms forward, getting a nice stretch over the armpits. Or you can go more for the traditional method of taking those knees out to the side, big toes together, and kind of taking those hips back towards the heels. If for some reason it kind of is uncomfortable for you in this child's pose, maybe for your knees, you can grab a throw pillow and just place it right there between your heels and your booty. And that'll kind of give you a little extra cushion. Otherwise, we're just going to stay right here, and we're just going to begin to breathe this morning and let go. And once again, we're going to imagine that box. I like to think of my box as kind of like a treasure chest. I'm going to place all of the thoughts, all of my worries, right into that box. Letting everything go. And this is just kind of a nice visualization if we're getting kind of some monkey mind, meaning we have a lot of thoughts just kind of racing through our minds. My dog's decided to join this morning. Otherwise, just begin to breathe. Place those thoughts into your box. Close the box. And then just place it up onto a high shelf. Knowing that those thoughts are there. That's perfectly normal to have those thoughts. But just for this next hour, really going to work on just placing those thoughts up on a shelf. And taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale and come up onto the pads of the fingers here, kind of just elevating those arms up off the mat. Sinking a bit deeper through the chest. Feeling that really nice stretch across the armpits. And taking a nice deep inhale. We're going to exhale and come up onto all fours. And we're going to go right for that cat-cow. Taking a nice deep inhale, looking up to where the ceiling meets the wall. And then exhale, round through the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming right to that neutral spine, we're going to begin to warm up the core as well as the back. Taking that right leg back behind us, opposite arm is going to lift. Hips are shining down towards the ground, wrists right under the shoulder. Take it elbow to knee, inhale in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale here, exhale and hold. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep inhale. And exhale, we're going to float that hand down. And then we're going to reach and lift to the side. So I'm taking my left leg and kind of tripoding it out to the side. My right toe is coming down, and I'm just coming into that modified side plank. Now, it's up to you. You can raise that top leg if you'd like. And we're going to draw that arm forward, extending here. Taking a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, lower that toe down if you had it lifted. And we're going to draw that arm back behind us now, opening here. Feeling that nice stretch through the hip flexors. You press through those hips. And breathe. And maybe you allow that head to fall back behind, if that feels good for your head and neck. Inhale with that arm rising back up. Exhale, coming back onto all fours. So now my left leg is going to lift behind, opposite arm coming up. And we're going to go elbow to knee. Inhale in. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, extend and hold. Hips still shining down towards the ground. Taking the hand down, we're going to tripod that right leg out to the side. Left toe comes down to the ground, open into that modified side plank. And then if you'd like, raise that top leg to hip height. Flexing through the foot. Beautiful. Taking a nice deep inhale. And then exhale, wrap that arm back around. That toe that's lifted comes back down to the ground. We're kind of opening into a mermaid pose with a little bit of a bind. Again, that head can fall behind if you'd like. Good. Getting a nice stretch on the low back and on the hip flexors. Taking an inhale, rise back up to the top. Exhale, come back to center. All right, so from here, we're just going to do a couple of circles through the hips. So make sure that those knees are a little wider than they normally would be. So we're kind of more in that child's pose position with the knees. Taking an inhale, coming all the way back and around. And exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, just moving with your breath. One more time, going this direction, and then we're going to switch directions. Going to the other side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. All right, tucking those knees back underneath of you. You're going to tuck the toes and come into your down dog. Drawing those heels down towards the ceiling. Walking those heels right and left. My dogs have decided they're going to fight with each other this morning. All right. From here, go ahead and rest both heels down towards the mat as far as you can get them to go. Just allow the head to hang, pressing the chest back towards the thighs, shaking the head no. And shaking it yes. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, walk the feet in. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to go right for those sun sal A's. Here we go. Taking a nice deep inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Option here to step or jump back into that plank and find your vinyasa. Shoulder blades back and down in that up dog. And then meeting in down dog. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, hop or step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, swan dive back down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step or leap back here. Find your vinyasa. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Leap or step the feet in. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Last one here. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Step or jump those feet back, coming into that vinyasa. As I lose my mic here. Good. Just give me a couple rounds of breaths right here. Inhale as you look towards the hands. Exhale, step or jump the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. And then we're just going to lean towards the right here, giving a nice stretch into the side body. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. And then taking the right hand to the head, the left arm is just going to float down by your side. And you're just going to reach that head over to the side. Just kind of giving a nice stretch to the neck. We hold a lot of tension here. We're just going to let go of that with our breath. Taking an inhale. Exhale, look down into the armpit. Feeling that space across the collarbone. Inhale here. Exhale to the other side. Again, we're just creating that space within our body and our minds so we can let go and let be today. Inhale. And exhale, look down into the armpit. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to float that hand down into that mountain pose. We're going to go right into our sun sal B next, taking a nice deep inhale up. Exhale, sit down into chair. Inhale, rise to the top, little mini extension. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step or jump the feet back and find your vinyasa. Right leg is going to lift first, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the foot all the way through. Inhale, rise to crescent pose. Shoulders down and back, and exhale, twist to the right. Beautiful. Think about interlocking those inner thighs towards each other. Nice, straight, strong leg. Inhale. Exhale, down. Stepping back into plank, or you can come three-legged dog. Come down into your vinyasa. Inhale to upward. Exhale to downward. Left leg rising, three-legged dog. Exhale, pulling it all the way through. Inhale, rise to the top. Crescent pose. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale. Stepping back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale as you look towards the hands. Exhale, float or step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Sorry guys, I'm laughing. My dogs are over here fighting the whole time I'm teaching. Inhale all the way up to the top. Little mini extension. Exhale, swan dive forward. Maybe doggy yoga wasn't the best thing to choose. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, stepping or leaping back into that plank. Find your vinyasa. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Inhale, rise, crescent pose. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, stepping back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Beautiful left leg lifting, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Coming back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Give me a couple rounds of breaths here. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, step or leap the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. You can close the eyes here if you'd like. Again, if you've had any thoughts that started to kind of come back into the mind, remember that box. Place those thoughts back into that box. Let that lid close. Place them back on the shelf. Creating space for joy today. Creating space for peace. Taking a nice deep inhale, arms rising to the top. Exhale, sit down into chair. Tailbone down towards the earth. Knees behind the toes. Arms up by the ears. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to twist to our right first. Again, you can stay right here at the top, or if you'd like to come a bit lower, you can lock that elbow to the outside of the knee. Just make sure that those knees are staying even with each other. And breathe. Inhale, center. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Letting everything hang here. Keeping a slight bend in those knees to protect the low back. You can shake that head no. Then shake it yes. Good. All right, taking those hands down to the mat. We're going to step or jump the feet back and find your vinyasa. Good. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, jump or step the feet back in. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. This time we're going to sit back down into chair. We're going to flow those arms up and down, and as we do, we're going to lift the heels with it. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, float onto the balls of the feet as you lift the arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. One more time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and hold. Inhale, coming all the way up to the top, lowering those heels back down to the mat. Little mini extension. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, float or step the feet back. Find your vinyasa. Good. All right, from here, we're going to take that right leg back behind, three-legged dog, bending through the knee, opening up through that hip. Again, we're pressing that heel back behind us, circling through the knee here. Good. Continuing to breathe, continuing to circle. Maybe going in the other direction as well. Taking an inhale. Exhale, float that foot forward. Turning the back foot down and rising warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering all the way down. Stepping back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend through that knee. Press that heel back behind and begin to circle through the knee. Just making great big circles here. And then maybe going to the other side. This is really great strengthening for the shoulders, as well as an opening through the hip. Inhale. Exhale, pull that foot all the way through. Dropping that back foot down. Warrior one. Hips shining forward. So, kind of do a little hip check for yourself, all right? Take those hands on the hips. Make sure that they're facing forward here, and then lift those arms up. Inhaling here. Exhale, lowering all the way down. All right, foot comes back behind three-legged dog or plank. Find your vinyasa. Beautiful. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Step or float the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, lift onto the balls of the feet, raise the arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, coming into that forward fold. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or float back here. Find your vinyasa. Right leg is going to lift, three-legged dog. Bending through that knee. Opening through that hip here. And then exhale, float that foot forward. Coming into warrior one. Inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to lower that left hand down to the mat. Right arm is going to stay extended. Coming into that reverse side angle or revolved side angle. Inhaling here. And then exhale, we're going to scoop the arm underneath the knee. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, scoop the arm underneath. Inhale, rise to the top. And then from here, we're going to exhale, taking that hand down, tucking the big toe under. Draw that right leg back into plank or three-legged dog. Find your vinyasa. Left leg's going to rise here, three-legged dog. Bend through that knee, open through the hip. Inhale. Exhale, pull that foot all the way through. Rise, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, taking the right hand down. Left arm is going to stay nice and tall here, opening through the chest. Still pressing down through that back pinky toe. Beautiful. Inhale, lower the arm down, tucking it underneath. Exhale and rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale and rise. One last time. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. And then taking that hand down to the mat. Tuck the back toe under. Come back into your plank or three-legged dog and find your vinyasa. My mic does not want to stay on me today. It's all good. Give me a couple of breaths here in that down dog. All right. From here, you're going to look towards your hands, jump or step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees, reverse swan dive up. Sit down into that chair. Tailbone towards the earth, knees behind the toes. Inhale, arms lower. Exhale, rising up onto the balls of the feet, arms lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, coming all the way up to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Stepping or jumping back into that vinyasa. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Drawing that back foot down, rise, warrior one. Good. Really find the grounding down into your feet, pressing down as you lift up through your core, drawing the shoulders down and back. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down, right arm lifts. Reverse side angle. Taking a nice deep inhale here. And then exhale, we're going to take that front foot back behind us and open into that side plank. Now from here, find your variation. You can lower that bottom knee down if you'd like. You can keep those feet stacked. Or you can lift the top leg. Or if you want to find that variation of grabbing for big toe and lifting here, you can do that as well. Find what works for you. Taking an inhale. Exhale, come back into plank position. Hold here. Couple breaths. All right, push up right here. And then back to down dog. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Dropping the back foot down, rising up, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, take the right hand down, left arm stays lifted. Inhaling here, really open through the chest. And then exhale, taking that front foot back behind you, opening into that side plank. Again, find your variation that you want to go to today. Knee dropped, leg lifted, big toe hold. Or just simply keeping those ankles stacked, taking an inhale. Exhale, come center to plank for 2 breaths. Nice strong arms here. Tucking those elbows into your side as you push up. And then back to down dog. Taking a nice deep inhale as you look forward. Exhale, jump or step the feet forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive up. We're going to go right back down into that chair. Inhale, float the arms down. Exhale, lift to the balls of the feet as the arms rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, come all the way up to the top. Heels drop to the ground. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or float it back. Coming into your vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Pulling it all the way in and through. Warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, giving it that twist here. Inhale. Exhale, step back into that side plank. Inhale, center to plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, taking that right leg back behind. Exhale, pull it all the way through. And we're going to open into triangle pose. We're going to flow up and down between triangle and reverse warrior, taking an inhale. Exhale, float to the top, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, float to the top. Inhaling here, hold in that reverse warrior. And then exhale, windmill the arms around. Coming back into your vinyasa, coming all the way down. Inhale. Exhale back. Left leg rising, three-legged dog. Pulling it all the way through. Coming into warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right hand down, left arm lifts, revolved side angle. Inhale. Exhale, lowering that arm down, taking that back foot, or that front foot back behind us, opening into that side plank. Inhale here. Exhale, center to plank. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Left leg rising, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Open into triangle. Straightening through that front leg. Inhale, rise to the top, reverse warrior. Exhale to triangle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to triangle, really keeping that chest open here. Inhale to reverse warrior. Hold here. And then exhale, windmill those arms all the way around. Coming into that vinyasa. Beautiful. Looking towards the hands, inhale. Jump or step the feet in. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Big bend in the knees. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Coming all the way up to the top, inhale. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half fold. Exhale. Stepping or leaping back, find your vinyasa. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Rising warrior one. Inhale. Exhale as the left hand comes down, revolving that side angle. Inhale. Exhale, open into side plank. Inhale, come center. Exhale, push up. Inhale, back to down dog. Exhale, breathe. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull the foot all the way through. Rise triangle. Inhale here. Exhale to reverse warrior. Inhale. We're going to exhale and come center into horse pose. And we're going to kind of go into sunflower here this morning. Pressing those knees back behind, we're going to scoop the sunflowers on the ground. So we're going to take an inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Keeping that chest lifted. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, sit down to horse. Inhale. Exhale, point the toes forward. So I'm going to take those hands back behind. I'm going to scoot forward here a little bit on my mat. And we want to lead with our heart. And I'm going to face you guys. Sorry, this feels weird. I'm going to lead with your heart. And you're going to keep that nice flat back, coming all the way down into our straddle forward fold. Take a nice deep inhale. And then I want you to walk your hands around to where you're facing that right foot. Coming into pyramid. Just kind of giving a nice stretch to the backs of the leg here. We're coming into that final sequence here today, guys. You guys have done wonderful work. Hopefully you guys are sweating like I am. I have I think a pool of sweat around me. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, step that back foot forward, coming into your forward fold. And just let everything hang here. So you can go for kind of a rag doll if you'd like. You could connect elbows if that feels good. Something to kind of just lengthen the spine, just letting everything hang. Taking an inhale. And then if you can, place those fingertips on the ground if that's where you're at today, or maybe on a block. You can also take those fingertips and draw them underneath the feet here. And just let everything hang. Taking an inhale. And then from here, we're going to exhale, unlace those fingers from underneath the feet. Now, a couple different things that you can do here. Choose where you want to go today. So you can simply lift all the way up to the top here, and then extend the leg if you want. Your other choice is to take that peace sign, lock big toe here, and then from that forward fold, begin to rise to the top and lift. Okay? So you find what works for you. My dogs are now sacked out all over the house. They're done with their fighting. I'm taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bend that knee. You can let go of the toe, and we're going to go straight into that warrior three. Here's where we're really going to use those hamstrings today. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, hinging forward here. Whoa, fingertips come down to the ground or to a block. And then exhale, lift back up to the top. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, lift. Maybe if you want to come into that half split, you can come into that half split, coming all the way down. And then lifting all the way back up to warrior three. Inhaling, hold here. Exhale, coming back to that mountain pose. All right, let's do that again. We're going to go to the other side, though, this time. Taking those arms up, overhead. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, lower the arms down. Exhale, rise to the top. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise and hold here. Inhale, come all the way to the top. Heels drop to the ground. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale to half fold. Exhale. Step or jump back to that vinyasa. This time the left leg is going to rise, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Dropping that back foot down, rise to warrior one. Again, grounding down through the feet. Think about pushing down through that back pinky toe. Back leg straight and strong. Hips shining forward here. Inhale. Exhale as the right arm comes down. Opening and revolving that chest. Really drawing that shoulder back as far as you can here. Keeping that front knee out towards your pinky toe. Don't let it start to cave in on you. Inhale. Exhale and open into side plank. Inhale. Exhale, forward to plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, push up. Inhale. Exhale to down dog. Left leg rises once more, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Now, that hand can be on the back side or the inside of the foot. It's up to you. Opening into that triangle pose. And again, that hand can be up here too. If you start to feel that chest kind of caving forward, take that arm a little higher. That's going to help you open through that chest. Inhaling here. Exhale to reverse warrior. Looking up into the palm of that left hand. Inhale. Exhale, open here into horse. Going right into that sunflower. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop. Inhale up. Exhale, sit right down into that horse. Inhale. And exhale, straighten through the legs, toes point forward, arms come back behind. Taking an inhale. Lead with your heart here, and exhale forward. Again, just let go of everything here. Those hands can come down to the mat or to the floor if you'd like. They can stay back behind and interlaced if you want to get a little bit more of a chest opener as well. You find what works for you today. Just let go of the stress in the shoulders and the neck. Let the spine hang. This is how we give decompression to the spine. Just letting it go. Letting it be. Taking an inhale. Exhale, walk the hands around to face that left foot, coming into pyramid. So my back foot is still turned down. My front leg is straight with a little bit of a bend in that knee, so we're not locking out that knee joint. And I want to think about pressing the crown of my head forward as I draw my shoulder blades back, getting a nice long stretch in the back of the leg. Again, you can come up onto a block if you need to come a little bit higher here. It's completely up to you. Inhale. And then exhale, we're going to step that back foot forward, coming into that forward fold. So here's where you can keep hands on shins if you want, hands on the mat. You can take those hands underneath the feet and kind of just step on the hands here if you'd like. Just find what works for you today. Just remembering in this pose, we're really looking for that nice stretch on the back sides of the legs and that decompression in the spine. Taking an inhale. And exhale, release the hands. Again, you can make that peace sign, grabbing onto that big toe if you'd like and rising from here. Or you can simply just bring it up into that standing staff pose and then extend the leg. It's up to you. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, rise to the top and extend. If you need that arm out here to the side for just kind of some equal balance here, go for it. If you want to wrap and bind the arm, you can do that as well. Lots of different things you can do here. Just play and breathe. Inhale. Now we're going to let go of that big toe, kind of coming into our standing staff pose here, and then going straight back into that warrior three. Pressing back through the heel. All right, here's where that kind of deadlift motion comes into play here. Inhale, lowering down. Again, you can come to that full standing splits if you'd like, and then exhale, come to the top. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Holding here. Inhale. Exhale. Come right back to center mountain pose. Whew, you made it through today, guys. Let's kind of stretch it out a little bit. Taking an inhale up to the top. And exhale, swan dive forward. Let's kind of cleanse that palate here. Inhale to half fold. Exhale, step or float back. Find that vinyasa. Inhaling here. Exhale to down dog. All right, looking towards the hands, inhale. Exhale, float forward into plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, lower all the way down to hover. Hover. Oh, don't let yourself go all the way down. Hover here. And then lower all the way down. Threw a little bit of a twist at you here. I'm going to move my mat for a second. Just going to come all the way down to the chest. Extend those arms out to a T position. And we're going to start by taking that left arm, left leg over the top. So all I'm going to do is begin to make a twist through my spine, keeping that right arm out to the side. I'm going to twist here, placing that foot onto the ground. The opposite arm comes back behind as well. Again, the head can stay lifted if you want to keep it lifted. You can just lay it down onto your mat if you'd like, or if you have a block or a book or something to place your head on, you can do that as well. We're just going to breathe here and open through that chest. All of these chest openers are going to help with our posture to draw those shoulders down and back. A lot of times we kind of have those rounded shoulders because those pectoral muscles are really tight. So we're just kind of opening this up here. And as you do, I just want you to think about opening your heart as well. Maybe it's forgiveness for someone. Maybe it's just feeling that joy and peace in your heart today. It's really meditating on what an open heart looks like for you today. Inhale. And exhale, we're going to come to the other side. So, that left arm is going to extend this time. Right arm is going to come up and over with that leg. And we're going to bind that right arm back behind. We're kind of reaching for that opposite hip. And again, you can allow that head to lower if you'd like. Just feeling that really nice stretch. After all of that work, you deserve it. You did great, guys. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center. All right, so from here, we're just going to take those thumbs and kind of line them up with the pectoral line here. Roll your shoulders down and back so you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. Taking an inhale, kind of keep those legs spread about hip width distance apart. And then exhale and begin to lift yourself up. So maybe you come here into that baby cobra and just stay here. Or maybe you begin to lift a little higher, coming into that king cobra, all the way up to the top. Just so we're getting a nice little stretch here into the abdominals, a little bit of strengthening into the back as well. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, locking those elbows into your side, inhaling here. And then we're just going to take the big toes together, widen the knees out to either side of your mat, and then we're just going to come back into that child's pose. Really getting that nice stretch across the upper back, letting that chest sink. Maybe you turn the head to one side or the other here to allow that chest to come down a bit further. And taking a nice deep inhale. And take that right arm and thread the needle through, getting an even deeper stretch into that shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center. Coming back up onto all fours. And find your down dog. Right leg's going to lift, three-legged dog. And we're going to exhale, pull it all the way through, and we're going to come down into pigeon pose. Really working that glute and that IT band. Again, we're centering those hips over that front leg and then drawing it forward. Remember, if getting down this low isn't comfortable for you today, you can always take those forearms onto a block or a book or pillows and come here as well. I've been running a lot lately, so my IT bands are pretty tight. And just find what works for you today. Maybe you come into full surrender, maybe you don't. Remembering that this is not a game of competition here.
but of just following your own journey today. Letting the breath do the work for you. Releasing the muscles a little at a time. Taking an inhale. And you can stay right here in this pigeon stretch if you'd like. Or if you want to, you can come on up to the top. Grab for that back foot. Open through the quadricep. Open through that chest a bit more. Beautiful. Keeping those hips centered so that you're not rocking to one side here as you lift that leg back behind you. Inhale. And exhale, lower that foot down. Take both hands down to the mat. Everybody rising to the top here. Tuck that back toe under, activate the leg, and coming back into plank. Inhaling here. Exhale back to down dog. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull it all the way through. Coming down into that pigeon. Again, find where you need to be on this side. You might find that one side is a little tighter than the other. It's to be expected. It's all right. Right? We all have dominant sides. If you're like me and you tend to run on one side of the road or the other the entire time, one IT band might be a little tighter than the other from kind of that offset of the road. Just kind of ease down into this. Take your time. There's no rush. Just allow that muscle to fall away from the bone a little at a time. Remembering that in these forward folding poses, we're really giving a relaxation to the central nervous system. These are very calming poses. Great poses to do right before bed at night. Inhaling. Again, stay right there if you want to stay right there. Or if you want to get a little bit more opening in that quadricep, reaching for that back foot. Inhale. Exhale as you release that foot. Everyone rises back up to the top onto the palms. Tuck the toe under, activate the leg, and drop back into plank. Inhaling here. And exhale to down dog. Just giving that last little stretch here. Then we're going to come down onto the knees. Draw those feet out in front of you. We're going to open into that butterfly pose. Feet together, knees out to the side. Taking an inhale. And exhale, and forward fold. Taking an inhale. Exhale, round through the spine, coming all the way up to the top. All right. So before we come down onto our backs, we're going to kind of work that core a little bit more. as well as giving a little bit of a stretch to the back sides of the legs. So I'm going to have you come into a seated balance here, just kind of getting all that fleshy stuff away from the sit bones. And lifting up off the big toes, lengthen up through your spine and roll your shoulders down and back. Good. Remembering to smile today. It's amazing how much when we smile, we kind of relax and release, right? Take a nice deep inhale. And we're going to open those knees just slightly out to the sides. And you can reach here for shins, you can reach for ankles, you can reach for inner sides of the feet, okay? I'm still in that seated balance, and I'm going to take my right leg and I'm just going to lift it high. And if you fall backwards, you fall backwards, right? It's better to try and fall than to not try at all. Lowering that foot down, inhale, and exhale to the other side. Inhale. Exhale, lower. All right, grabbing for both heels or ankles or shins, wherever you want to be. Inhale here, and then exhale and bring both legs up. Still using that breath. Inhale. And exhale, lower here. Beautiful. Bring those legs together. I'm going to spin myself around here on my mat. You stay where you are. Taking an inhale. And then exhale. Release the arms and begin to draw the feet away from the head, slowly rolling down one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. All right, here's where that strap comes in handy. If you don't have a strap, that's okay. You can still just kind of reach for that leg as well. So you're going to take that right foot into your strap. Pull that big toe towards the head. Inhaling here. Exhale. Open that hip out to the side. And go as far as you want today. My fireplaces only allow me to go so far here. Go as far as you want. Just keeping those glutes down onto your mat, shoulders down into the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cross that leg over the top. Reaching that right arm out to the side. Inhale to center. And exhale, switch legs. Taking that left foot in. Reaching that big toe towards the head. Flexing through that foot. Pointing those toes down towards your face. Taking an inhale. Exhale and allow that foot to come out to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, and bring that leg over the top. Inhale to center. And exhale, release that foot. Draw both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Thank your body for allowing you to use it once more. Thank it for all of the wonderful things that it does for us each and every day. Inhaling. And exhale, release those feet down. And again, you can stay with those bent knees if you want. You can even open the knees out to the side. Come into that reclined bound angle. Wherever you want to be today, or you can straighten those legs if you'd like as well. We're just going to come into our final Savasana. Relaxing and allowing the body to heal. And as you take those nice deep inhales through the nose and exhale out through the nose, begin to feel the release in your toes. Coming into the arches of the feet. Feeling the relaxing energy coming up through the legs. Maybe you begin to feel those legs become heavy. Laying your glutes and the base of the spine even deeper into your mat. Releasing through the spine. As you release those vertebrae one at a time, I want you to release any of those thoughts that maybe are coming back into your mind. Remembering that box. Keeping those thoughts into the box until we come to the end of our practice today. And for me, sometimes it's easier to focus on an object in my mind, such as maybe a light that's growing and shrinking. Letting the shoulder blades release as the eyes soften. And the jawline releases, allowing the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Knowing that even in these times of the unknown, times where we might be experiencing great loss, maybe those are losses in just relationship with others, loss of jobs, loss of loved ones. Remembering that we always have our breath that we can come back to. Can always find that grounding to release the anguish or the anxiety that we might be feeling during this time. Knowing that it's okay to feel these emotions today and know that you're not alone. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale and begin to roll yourself over to your side into a fetal position. Drawing your bottom arm under the head and neck for support. Letting the blood recirculate. Taking an inhale. And exhale and press yourself up to the top into a cross-legged position. You can keep those eyes closed if you'd like. Just drawing the spine tall. Maybe rocking back and forth a couple times, just kind of finding that sitting bone. Lining the spine over the hips, head and neck over the spine, lengthening those arms out, receiving whatever it is that you need today, taking an inhale, exhale, release all the stale air out through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, letting go of any pain or anger. Inhaling through the nose one more time, letting go of anything else that you might be holding on to. Taking hands to heart center. Thank you for choosing yoga for yourself today. May the light in me salute and honor the light in each of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.